Hi everyone, I'm just going to share some ideas on how to use objects in your house to target your child's speech and language skills. This activity does not require any planning. You only need to collect some items in and around your house, take them to a specific area, and then you're ready to start. Use items that your child is familiar with, and then also items that your child is not so familiar with, so that you can teach your child new vocabulary. I've included some pictures of items that can be found and used around your house, but this activity is not only limited to the pictures that I have included. Other things that I can think of that can be used is like a toothbrush, toothpaste, a tub of cream, a variety of books, newspapers. So yes, look around your house, collect items, and use your imagination. Also use some items to make this activity fun. You don't have to start off using a lot of items. You can start off using 2 or 3 items and increase it as time goes along, or swap the old items out for new ones. Once you have identified the objects, you can simply start off by saying, "Show me the scissor. Show me the spoon. Where is the sunglasses? Can you put your finger on the bar of soap? Can you give me the washcloth?" Once your child is able to identify all the objects that you have targeted, you can swap them out for new objects, or maybe try out some unfamiliar objects and teach your child new vocabulary. The same objects can be used for the expressive language activity that was used for the receptive language activity. You do not need to change the objects each time. You can do all of these activities using the same 4 or 5 objects. During the expressive language activity, I will simply expect of the child to use their speech and language to name or label a specific object. For example, I will use my finger, point to an object, and ask them, "What is this? What do I call this? What is the name of this object?" Okay, so the object function activity you can do in both receptive and expressive ways. Receptive refers to language comprehension or the understanding of language. So you will, for example, just ask the child, "Which one can I use when I bath?" And your child needs to point to the soap. You can, for example, say, "Which one can I use when I want to color, or do I need when I want to color a picture?" And your child can just point to the box of crayons. On the expressive side, you will expect of your child to use their speech and language to provide you with the object function. So you will point to something and ask them what this is being used for. What can I do with this? So pointing to the tissues, asking them, "What is this and what do I do with this?" Pointing to the candles and asking them, "What do I do with this? What do I use this for?" Those same objects that you have used previously can now be used to target memory skills. So you can start off by taking 2 of the objects, placing them in a straight line, and telling your child that they should now remember these objects in sequence. Perhaps have a face cloth or towel close by to cover these objects with. So you can start off by saying, "Okay, let's remember we've got crayons and a bar of soap." Say it with me: crayons, soap. Now cover these objects with the towel and ask the child, "What is under the towel? Can you remember?" And they should say, "Crayons and soap." If they can't remember, you can maybe give them a hint and say, "Remember the one we use for coloring? Can you remember what that is?" So that's the crayons. And the other one, can you remember? It starts with an S sound. It's something that we use when we bath to wash ourselves. So there's various techniques that you can use to help them to recall an object should they not be able to memorize the names of the objects. Another activity that you can maybe do is placing 2 or 3 items in a row, going through the names of the items with your child. Have them look away, remove one object, and see if they can identify the object that is missing. These are simply ideas on how you can use objects in and around your house to target speech and language in a variety of ways without having to print anything, to prepare anything. It can literally be done in the spur of the moment. So use your imagination, make it fun, change things up, and let us know how it goes. Enjoy.